Welcome to my bold and beautiful Today's Show channel. I hope today fantastic for everyone. Please hit the subscribes button and give this video thumbs up. Liam and Hope's memories rush back. Steffy threatens Luna. The Bold and the Beautiful 16 reveals that Liam Spencer and Hope Logan's memories will rush back while Luna Nozawa faces Steffy Forrester's fierce warning. First, during their meal at Il Giardino, which will be briefly derailed by Sheila Sharp's talk about Luna, Bill Spencer will gladly make amends with Liam. Even so, Liam won't let any past Luna anger stop him from fixing his relationship with Bill. Both Bill and Liam will share just how much they mean to each other, but Liam will stay silent about his inoperable brain mass. Hope will also keep quiet about what Steffy told her when she reconvenes with Liam. Although Hope will acknowledge that she feels like she took Liam's love for granted, she won't share the real reason for her epiphany. Hope and Liam will face a powerful memory flood as they reconnect in the coming episodes. It'll remind both of them of why they fell for each other in the first place. But things will be complicated due to Liam's grim medical condition. As Liam thinks about having to leave Hope and his daughters behind, his despair will become downright unbearable. Hope will eventually push for a future with Liam, knowing that they may not have much of one. Carter Walton will eavesdrop at exactly the wrong time since he'll overhear Hope making a big commitment to her ex-husband. It'll ultimately send Carter into Daphne Rose's arms as she works to win him over. Daphne will think this is just more proof that Carter belongs with her instead of Hope. However, Liam will have other plans since he won't want Hope pouring all her time and energy into a relationship that's going to end in tragedy. Will Liam already be in bed with Daphne by the time he gives Hope a push back in Carter's direction? Other B&B spoilers say Steffy will lay down the law after finding Luna at the Cliff House with John Finnegan. Luna will defend her desire to see her dad, but Steffy will make it crystal clear that she's not welcome there. After Steffy dishes out a fierce warning to Luna, she may give one to Finn as well, and push him to do a better job of enforcing boundaries. Steffy definitely won't be pleased over the news of Luna's visit, so she'll try to get a few things straight. Later, Taylor Hayes will hear about Liam's brain tumor, and the fact that Steffy spilled to Hope when he didn't want her to. Both Taylor and Finn will think Steffy did what was best under the circumstances. Last but not least, Liam will seek Finn out for a crucial discussion about Steffy and Hope. After Liam pushes for Finn's promise that he'll help bring Hope and Steffy together, Finn may grant his dying wish. The Bold and the Beautiful say Liam will make some predictions about the kind of world he wants to leave behind for his family, so stay tuned for updates on all the tough drama to come. Hope's vow, Carter's spy game, Finn's impossible mission. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal a preview clip has been released for the week of May 12, 2025. It shows Hope Logan making a vow to Liam Spencer. Carter Walton, on the other hand, hears. Daphne Rose seizes an opportunity. Plus, Liam turns to John Finnegan to make his dying wish come true. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. Hope Logan's vow. Steffy Forrester Finnegan told Hope the truth about Liam's condition. While Liam might not like that Steffy betrayed him, she did it for a good reason. Now, Hope will sit with Liam as they discuss the inoperable brain tumor. Hope tries to tell Liam that she doesn't want to waste any more time apart. She just wants to be with him. However, Liam is looking at Hope like she's lost her mind. Carter Walton's spy game. Unfortunately, Carter eavesdrops on Liam and Hope's private conversation. Carter is distraught when he hears Hope pledge her love to Liam. While Daphne Rose will try to seize the opportunity to grab her man, Carter still wants Hope. In fact, later this week, Carter tells Brooke Logan that he still hasn't given up on a future with the disgraced designer. Daphne Rose's pressure. Even though Carter has made it clear that he still wants Hope, Daphne refuses to get the hint. Daphne will keep pushing her pouty lips onto Carter's mouth and urging him to forget about his former flame. Daphne wants Carter for herself and doesn't mind looking like a fool doing it. However, the pushier that Daphne gets, the more fed up Carter could become. Daphne's pushiness could be what is pushing Carter back toward Hope in the first place. It doesn't scream bold, independent, passionate woman. It screams desperation and low self-esteem. John Finn's impossible mission. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Liam will go to Finn at the hospital with a special request. Liam wants Finn to promise that he will make sure Hope and Steffy have forgiven each other when he's gone. Hope clings. Luna vs. Shin Bill's reckoning. The Beautiful and the Bold are here. Next week, Fans can expect Hope Logan to cling to Liam Spencer. Bill Spencer has an emotional reckoning. Plus, Luna Nozawa pays a surprise visit to Steffy Forrester Finnegan and John Finn Finnegan. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. Hope Logan clings. Next week, expect Liam to find out that Steffy told Hope about his condition. Liam won't be angry with Steffy, but will be frustrated that this sickness takes so much control away from him. At some point during the week, Liam is reminded of Hope's fierce conviction and her willingness to fight for what is ahead. That could be a clue that Hope's love might save Liam's life. Later, Liam experiences grief as he considers the deaths of Hope, Beth, and Kelly Spencer. Toward the end of the week, Hope will cling to Liam, desperate to save his life. However, Liam will continue to push Hope toward Carter Walton. Bill Spencer's reckoning. Over at Il Giardino, Bill will go meet Liam as requested. However, Bill will likely notice right away that something seems off with his son. It's possible that Liam has the intention of telling his father the truth, but he might have trouble saying it. Eventually, Bill finds out that Liam has a brain tumor, and it's inoperable. Bill and Liam will also face the past. Bill might explain his more surprising decisions. Liam has been so fixated on Hope and Steffy finding forgiveness, will he have it for his father as well? Luna Nozawa vs. Shin. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for next week reveal that Luna will have another confrontation. Luna already cornered Finn at the Cliff House, but Steffy wasn't there. Luna must decide to see him once again. This time though, Luna faces both Finn and Steffy. What could Luna possibly say that will change how Steffy feels about her? Fans can also expect Carter to tell Brooke Logan that he intends to fight for Hope's heart. The very next day, Daphne Rose once again tries to convince Carter to move on with her and forget all about Hope. Plus, Finn and Taylor Hayes try to reassure Steffy that she did the right thing. The lives of Liam Spencer, Hope Logan, and those closest to them spiral into a web of heartbreak, long-buried emotions, power struggles, and deeply personal reckonings that will leave lasting consequences on every relationship involved. At the heart of this week's explosive drama lies a brutal truth that no one can ignore any longer: Liam's inoperable brain tumor. Though the revelation has now trickled out to key players, Liam himself is still holding on to his secrets, retreating into private agony while trying to shape a better world for the women and children he'll leave behind. At Il Giardino, a father and son reunion unfolds in heartbreaking silence, as Bill Spencer meets Liam for a meal that is both ordinary and life-altering. Even though Liam has kept his terminal diagnosis a secret, the moment is emotional. Bill and Liam take strides toward repairing their strained bond, particularly as Bill extends an olive branch and warmly expresses how much his son means to him. However, their conversation is uncomfortably punctuated by the presence of Sheila Carter, who can't resist inserting her own opinion, this time about Luna Nozawa. But Liam, trying to keep the peace and valuing the moment, doesn't allow past tensions with Luna or Sheila's intrusions to disrupt his reconciliation with his father. Even though Liam is drowning in despair, he finds solace in the fleeting comfort of familial repair, knowing these moments are numbered. Back at the center of Liam's emotional maelstrom is Hope Logan, who has quietly had her own transformation since Steffy Forrester dropped the bombshell about Liam's condition. While she keeps the full truth of that conversation close to her chest, she's visibly shaken and heartbroken, slowly beginning to understand the gravity of what Liam is enduring. When Hope sits down with Liam again, a rush of shared memories hits them like a wave. Each glance, every tender word exchanged, drags them both through the timeline of their tumultuous yet profound love story, from the highs of their wedding days to the soul-crushing betrayals, from the births of Beth and Kelly to the moments they thought they had lost each other forever. As these memories crash into the present, Hope's eyes begin to reflect a pain only matched by Liam's internal torment. She quietly acknowledges that she took Liam's unwavering love for granted, finally realizing how deeply he has always loved her. But rather than explain her sudden clarity, she simply tries to be present, desperate to stay in the moment with a man who might not have many left. But Carter Walton becomes an unwelcome observer of the intimate nature of it all, just as Hope begins to recommit herself to Liam in a moment of raw honesty. Hidden nearby, Carter overhears Hope vowing to stand by Liam through his darkest hour. It's a gut punch. Despite all that's transpired, Carter has never fully let go of his hope for a future with Hope. This moment confirms his worst fears: Hope's heart is no longer up for grabs. In his own spiral of rejection, Carter finds himself falling into the arms of Daphne Rose, a woman whose pursuit of him has bordered on desperation. Daphne seizes the moment, sensing Carter's vulnerability and interpreting it as her opening. But Daphne's assertiveness, her forced kisses and relentless pleas only serves to highlight her insecurity, making Carter more aware than ever that his feelings for Hope haven't faded. Daphne, clinging to the idea that she can win Carter's love, grows increasingly frustrated as her affection is met with cold indifference. Ironically, the more she pushes, the more she drives Carter to dwell on what he's lost with Hope. Their dynamic is a tragic mirror to the love triangle brewing elsewhere, people clinging to fantasies that may never come to fruition, while the reality around them crumbles. Meanwhile, the tension at the Cliff House explodes into a full-on confrontation when Luna Nozawa shows up unannounced to see her biological father, Finn. Having already cornered him once before in a moment of raw vulnerability, Luna's persistence reaches a breaking point. Unfortunately for her, this time Steffy Forrester is home and she is furious. Steffy, always quick to protect her turf, doesn't mince words when she sees Luna at the door. The clash is inevitable. Luna pleads her case, explaining she simply wants a connection with the man who fathered her, but Steffy's expression is stone cold. She delivers a fierce ultimatum. Luna is not welcome in their home, and Finn is expected to reinforce that boundary with no exceptions. The subtext is clear: Luna may be Finn's daughter, but she is not a part of Steffy's carefully curated life. This protective aggression masks a deeper fear in Steffy, losing control. With her marriage already on shaky ground thanks to recent chaos, Luna's presence represents one more threat to her stability, and she's determined to eliminate it before it takes root. Even Finn, compassionate and torn, is put on notice by his wife. Their conversation later spirals into a quiet war of words, as Steffy pressures Finn to shut down his connection with Luna entirely for the sake of their family. Elsewhere, Taylor Hayes learns of Liam's illness and the fact that Steffy chose to tell Hope despite Liam's wishes. Rather than scolding her daughter, Taylor expresses support, believing Steffy made the right call. Taylor encourages Steffy, along with Finn, to maintain her strength and refrain from self-doubt. Both believe that Hope has the right to know, especially if she's going to make decisions about her future with Liam. But even this reassurance can't stop the emotional wildfire that's spreading. Back in the hospital, Liam finds himself face-to-face with Finn in a moment of clarity. Accepting the limits of his time, Liam makes a selfless request. He wants Finn to help ensure that Steffy and Hope find peace with one another after he's gone. It's a request that hangs heavy in the air, an impossible mission for a man already stretched thin by the emotional demands of his own fractured family. Yet Liam, who has always seen himself as a bridge between the two women, now wants to leave behind more than memories. He wants to leave behind reconciliation. Whether Finn can honor that wish remains to be seen, especially with Steffy and Luna already at each other's throats. As the week continues, Liam becomes increasingly disheartened, mourning not just his own life, but the dreams he had for Hope, Beth and Kelly. The thought of leaving them behind gnaws at him. Hope clings harder than ever, determined to save the man she loves even if he believes the end is near. Her fierce loyalty surprises Liam, reminding him of the woman he first fell in love with, the woman who stood by him when no one else did. But despite her vows and her tear-streaked promises, Liam insists on redirecting her toward Carter. He doesn't want Hope shackled to a ticking time bomb. He wants her to move on, to find joy, love, and a life that isn't shadowed by death. It's the ultimate act of love, but also one of unbearable cruelty for both of them. Hope refuses to let go easily. Her conviction, her strength, at all signals that she's ready to fight this diagnosis with him. And there's a quiet undertone throughout all of this that maybe, just maybe, her love could be the miracle he's been waiting for. Back at Il Giardino, Bill finally learns the truth about Liam's diagnosis. The conversation is devastating. The father who once seemed untouchable is now grappling with the idea of losing his son. Bill, in turn, must face his own demons, the betrayals, the bad decisions, the many ways he failed Liam. Their discussion becomes a mutual reckoning, and though Liam has focused much of his energy on ensuring peace between Hope and Steffy, he now begins to wonder if forgiveness can be extended to Bill as well. It's a raw, painful scene that pulls the curtain back on years of father-son dysfunction. Bill, often the source of manipulation and drama, is left shattered, grappling with the knowledge that there are things he may never get to say. Meanwhile, Daphne continues to wage a losing war for Carter's heart. Every attempt to reclaim him is more desperate than the previous one. Her lips press against his without invitation. Her words drip with desperation. But Carter remains emotionally unavailable. Even though he knows how much she still loves Liam, his mind, heart, and soul are still tied to hope. In a candid moment with Brooke Logan, Carter confesses that he hasn't given up on hope. Brooke, ever the protective mother, listens quietly, perhaps wondering if there's a way to protect her daughter from the storm that's coming. Brooke knows what it's like to be torn between two men. She's lived it more than once. Now she watches history repeat itself in her daughter's love life, helpless to stop it.